Hi guys, my name is Mayank and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to talk about four things that I learned from Steal Like an Artist. So this is a book which I read recently. I had heard a lot about this book, that this book is the book for you if you want to get some inspiration in your life and whenever you are feeling out of ideas, this is a book which you can refer to. So I read this book a week back and it has really given me a lot of different perspectives on how you can get ideas and you can how you can never run out of ideas in your life. The first thing that I want to talk about and what I learned was about a thinker family tree. So the book says that you have always a few people who always inspire you. There are a few people in your life who you have seen or you have watched somewhere, maybe on the internet or read about them, and they always inspire you. Their way of working or maybe just the the way they go about their life is something which inspires you. So you need to like really follow these people. How to follow them is like you just to go about their inspiration. So for example, if there is let's say a YouTube channel which I like, for example Chalchitra Talks is a YouTube channel which I really like, and it's run by Vaibhav Munjal. So he is a person who talks about movies and shows and all these things very passionately. So he will always share some things with you of those people who have inspired him, and then you can go ahead and think about those people and go and research about them instead who inspired them. So this is how you can build a kind of a family tree which will always give you inspiration whenever you are looking for it. The next idea which this book gives is that nothing is original in this world. If you are a content creator or if you are someone who works in any form of art, you need to understand this thing that there is nothing original in this world, because everything ultimately comes out of a person's mind, a person's thinking, imagination, and his thinking is always inspired by a few people in his life. So these kind of things will always inspire you. So we always often procrastinate because we feel that this is not original or this is not perfect, but we should think about all those people who have inspired us, and our work is ultimately an inspiration of them. The thing is that if you copy one person, that is plagiarism, but if you copy two people or three people, that's not plagiarism, that is inspiration. So this is something which you can always go back to in your life whenever you're feeling short of inspiration. The next idea that this book talks about is about having two separate places to work. And these two places are known as analog and digital. What the author says is that when you are going in an analog place, that place should not be having any kind of digital products. It should not be having any mobile. It should not be having any kind of PC, monitor. No electronic products should be allowed there. So it should just have those things which are not having any kind of gadgets. For example, a paper, a pen, and any other small tools, because this really gives you inspiration for creativity. The thing is that screens, mobile phones, laptops, all these things are good for documenting your ideas, recording your ideas, but if you want to really get creative and get new ideas in your mind, you need to look for things that are non-digital, which are analog, and these things can really help you get creative. The next thing which I learned was practice productive procrastination. So the book says that whenever you feel bored of something, or whenever you feel that the thing that you are currently working on, you're not enjoying it enough, you can go and do things which are not as exciting. For example, if you're working on a project and you're not enjoying it as much, you can move on to something which is not very much interesting. For example, you can do mundane tasks of the day, for example washing the dishes or going for a walk. These things are not necessarily going to bring out something, but what happens is when you do these tasks, your mind starts getting engaged and you start thinking about new ideas. So while you're washing the dishes or while you're going on a walk, you come up with some great ideas. I myself have come up with some great ideas like this. Even when I am going to sleep, I sometimes come up with great ideas. So that's how you can get new ideas for your work. The last thing which I learned in this book, and although I have learned about this earlier, but this book just reinforced that it was about keeping your day job. So many of us have a creative side hustle which we work on. For example, I have this YouTube channel, but we also have a day job which helps us to survive, which helps us to earn our livelihood. And people think about quitting it and working on their side hustle or working on their creative projects forever. While that is something you should think about, but in the beginning of your career, you should keep your day job, because the day job gives you a kind of financial stability. It frees your mind from the pressure of working for money, and because now you are free from that pressure, you can work creatively. And also what it does is it gives you discipline. One thing you might have noticed, that whenever you are working, or whenever there is a weekday on which you are working, you are much more disciplined. And as soon as the weekend arrives, we just lose all that discipline and end up doing things which are not any important in our lives. So you get the discipline and you get the freedom to think from your day job, and that's what you can use in your creative projects, your creative side hustle, which is, it's a great way uh, to expand that side hustle. So these were four things which I learned from this great book, Steal Like an Artist by Austin Kleon. I highly recommend that you read this book. It's a very short book. It almost is like a different kind of uh, size for a book, but it's a great read and it gives you inspiration. And definitely you can go back to this book whenever you are feeling short of inspiration. If you found this video helpful, please press the like button. And that's all I had for today. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you for watching.